I'm back once again after weeks of not doing any streams. That's cool, I guess. It is something new. What's the other? Oh, that's the alternative view of the plane. That's kind of cool. Oh well. Yeah, but it has been a long time since I last streamed. And sorry, I'm checking some stuff about the flight. So what I'm doing right now is checking the flight plan, just making sure that everything is okay. Let me, for a brief second, bring this up so you guys can see it as well. Where's the stream? Screen 2. I think this is the red one. Yes, this is the red one. Very good. Okay, so essentially what the flight is today is just a flight from Amsterdam to Copenhagen. And we're gonna do a 1 hour flight. Climb, I think, to flight level 350. If I had to guess, then we're gonna land on runway 30, which is this runway. We get to see a little bit of Malmo when we go to land. Maybe it might be actually cool to get somewhere else. Let's see, which other runway is available? It's in Amsterdam. Runway 22 left is open. 22 left. Would we like 22 left? Yeah, we get to see quite a bit of the city actually. So let's do 22 left instead. And let's see our approach. Okay, we don't get to see Malmo, but that is okay. I can live with that. Okay, so we probably want to do a final because, or something close to a final that is direct, because there's vectors here. So essentially what there will be in real life, you know, someone would tell you where to go, but I know myself. So I just, you know, boop. Did kind of like this. Okay, and that will be cool because we fly over the city. We get to see it a little bit. And I like seeing things out of the plane. I am very special, yes. Okay, now let's go back to the game. You've seen the flight plan, what it looks like, and I need to now actually input it into the... Right, I need to input it into the flight computer to make sure that the plane actually follows. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Make sure that the plane actually follows what we want them to do. Planes practically fly themselves nowadays, so... Oh, the airport is empty. Nice. I guess the tool that I use to populate the airport is restarting. Kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. I can live with that. I really like while it's restarting, I guess, because I can't really do much until it does. I really like the scenery that I think it's Flight Tampa that did this, but the scenery for the airport in Amsterdam, I think it's quite nice. It's quite nicely done. Like, obviously this looks a little bit different in real life, but like, just the general look of it is very much right. Obviously this is the old version of the airport, so these stands are not ready yet. I think they are almost done by now, if not already in use. But it's really cool to see it in real life, in the video game, when I'm there in real life from time to time. It's yeah, the entrance here as well. Usually you would have like people can stop here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they can stop here, and then you would have like helping poles, which actually might... No, it doesn't, because then if you need a wheelchair or something like that, you can just tap it, and then the service will be called. Yeah, it's not in the game, but that's okay. Okay, now that the Software is restarted. Let's go back to the plane and let's actually get this beauty started. Let's make sure that everything is put in correctly so we actually get to the destination. It would be very unfortunate if we end up landing in, I don't know, Nuremberg again by a complete accident because I'm a dumbass. Okay. Okay, oh, it wants me to do something else. Damn, the software today is very time demanding. That is not good. I don't like clingy people. Okay. Well, I guess in the meantime we can start the plane already. So let's do that. So obviously the first thing we do is battery, emergency light. Now the plane is legal to accept passengers as far as I understand that. Let's also turn on the ground power and let's get the plane aligned on the ILS. Oh. So already I'll also retrieve the flight plan from our electronic flight bag. Make sure that we're able to input it here. That seems about right. Boop. Let's request a route from the company. Get the route. Well, from Simbrief really, but don't tell anyone that. Okay, so we're going to be departing from runway 36 left. There we are. The 36 left is going to be quite a long taxi. Amsterdam has some insane amount of taxiways that you have to clear, depending on which runway you have to take off from, and the 36 is the furthest runway you can take off from. So we zoom in here a little bit. This is 36 left. Phew. It's a lot. It is a lot. Okay, software, are you happy to go? Software is still installing. If I had any type of comedic timing, I would be starting the elevator music, really. Okay, now you have the latest version. Log in. Ah, great. Okay, now it's starting. I can actually do the other things as well. Door management. Let's open the left door. That way is attached, so that's good. Could have probably just seen it from here, but what can you do? Does it not get electricity? No, it should have electricity. Okay, it opened. I don't know if that's actually a thing. Like, you obviously manually open the doors a lot of the times, but I'm stupid when it comes to most things, so you never know. Okay. So now the aircraft, yeah, the airport is starting to get populated with aircraft. Ooh, an A220. What a beauty. What a beauty. Kind of looks like a bee to me. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, let's briefly listen to the weather report and the 80s, and then we can go on to request our clearance to go to Copenhagen. Let's do that.
40 degrees and 350 degrees. Ceiling and visibility okay. Temperature 14 degrees, 0.05 degrees. QNH 1021. Landing runways 36 right, 0622, departing runways 36 left, 36 center, 22, transition level 030, advise on initial contact, you have information November.
November's an information QNH.
Schiphol Airport information November
1021, departing
1240 Zulu,
36
surface
left.
wind 290
Transition
degrees,
level
8 knots, variable
030.
between 240 degrees and
And it's November.
350 degrees.
Now let's go to the
Ceiling and visibility okay.
clearance frequency. Let's request IFR clearance from tower. So KLM 271 requesting IFR clearance to Copenhagen with information November on board.
KLM 271, Schiphol delivery, expect runway 36 left, Spakenburg for Victor departure, initial climb to flight level 060, squawk 6314.
6314. KLM 271, expect runway 36 left as departure. The SID is Spy for Victor. Initial climb to flight level 060 and the squawk is 6314. KLM 271. Okay, so the squawk is like the thing that identifies your plane.
Contact ground 121.705 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Contact ground 121.705 when ready for pushback or engine start. KLM 271, have a good day. So this is essentially like the thing that identifies your airplane, right? And the tower needs to know what airplane is where, and with the squawk it can tell like, oh, okay, this is this airplane, this is this airplane. It's a very neat system. Every plane has a transponder. Well, not every plane, but I imagine most planes have a transponder. I don't actually know. I'm making a statement out of my ass. Okay, so initial climb is to 060, so let's adjust it on the MCP. Okay, other than that, we're already gonna get the plane boarded. We're boarding.
Boarding requested.
And let's see, KLM. Okay. What else do we need? Okay. So performance, I think I already requested performance, but I guess it didn't go through. So let's request performance values again. If it works. Doesn't seem to be working. Okay, let's see. Did I miss something? Activate. Ah, there we are. Okay. Now I can request the performance initialization. It's a very complicated word. Okay, then we load. Boop. Okay. Alright, for now we do nothing. Just wait for the crew to board.
Starting.
And then after that we can go and start our other stuff. I guess we could already start our APU. We're gonna be departing soon anyway, so this is fine. And let's get ready with the APU. Harry Potter is now driving cargo around. That's very interesting. Okay. Oh, I guess this is the GSX initialization for the how much cargo there is going to be. That makes sense. I have never actually seen that before. Okay. So since that's already there, let's do our performance calculation for our performance calculation tool. We are going to be departing from runway 36 left. Let's get all the weather updates. And that is a takeoff at D rate PO2. Select the temperature for the one. So why select temperature? Planes have very powerful engines, like insanely powerful engines, and you don't always need the entirety of the engine power to take off, right? It kind of is a waste of every single time you're going max power. So you can essentially derate your plane, say, okay, actually it's much warmer outside than it actually is, and then your plane will not generate as much thrust. So you can save some fuel and maintenance on that. It's as far as I understand that is the case. And then let's cross. Why is it not doing its thing? Alright, I didn't select the departure. Guess I didn't select the runway yet.
Passengers boarding starting.
There we are. And our departure was Spy for Victor. Spy for Victor, there we are. It's gonna be our departure. And we can go back here. And then put in these values. And that seems good enough for me. 145, 145 V2. Yeah, that's good. Let's increase the speed here. Doesn't really matter, but might as well do it to 10 above V2. Flight directors on. Let's have the heading match with the runway, which I believe is 002. Set runway heading, so that when we take off we can just go straight from the runway if we have a problem or something like that. Quite convenient. Okay, APU is good. Let's also enable pack again. I don't want the plane to get too cold a little bit. It's I think a relatively cold day actually. I want the air conditioning working. Okay. The air conditioning is attached. Off. Not that it really matters, but as far as I understand, the plane does not have air conditioning if it's working on the auxiliary power unit, so it doesn't really cool down or warm up if it is on APU power alone. Could be mistaken on that, but it doesn't really matter. It is a video game, as they say. Why you mad? It's just a game. One way to really wake you up in the morning is by pressing this button. And then you get the stick shaker activation. Stuff of nightmares. Okay. Test the lights. Obviously it's gonna work, it's a video game, but there's nothing better to do anyway. Let me see any lights that are a problem. That is good enough. Okay, let's see. Boarding. There is 51 passengers on board. We need 104. And then we're gonna be good. Okay, am I forgetting something? Am I forgetting something? I want to make sure that the plane is a little bit less noisy, a little bit less fast on climb. Really take its time, because why not? Like, the thing is, if I go too fast, right? There's already quite a lot of wind towards Copenhagen today. If I go too fast, I will be climbing. It's like climbing for a nice period of time. But it would be really nice if I could just get the, I don't know how it's in English, but I think parabola is the word for it. Like the nice top of descent, top of climb is almost a top of descent, and then you just use very little fuel in that process. So I'm happy doing a little bit more of a chill climb. I don't know if that's an actual thing. I'm just making it up, but let's pretend that it actually is. Airplane is already fueled. I think it is correctly fueled as well. So let's take a look. Fuel, yeah, it's correctly fueled. So we can turn on the seatbelt. Why don't you want to put up the seatbelt when the plane is fueling? Well, if something catches fire, you do not want passengers strapped down. You want the passengers to be nice. And yeah, you want the passengers to be nice and loose and goosey until the airplane is fueled up. And after that you can, you know, let them buckle up. It's kind of the same thing, right? When you are in a plane and they tell you don't inflate your life vest inside the plane when they do have water landing. That's because they don't want you to inflate the water vest inside. The plane hits the water and then you're stuck to the ceiling because you're floating on the water that is coming into the plane and you cannot get out. You should always do it outside. You will drown if you do it inside. Not a good idea. Really not a good idea. Okay, I don't know if I'm forgetting something. If I had to guess and have everything, I guess I could request the wind data. Know how the winds are like. That is something I could do. Okay, how is boarding doing? Oh, plane is fully boarded. That is quite good. Let's also increase the volume with the game a little bit. Like 51 or something. I think that's a good amount of noise. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, convert. Alright, I am happy to go. So, barring anything else that I forgot, I think we're good to go. Let's get the air conditioning unit detached. Let's remove the chocks, get the jetway disconnected, and then let's request for I guess actually the chuck should have stayed on, but whatever, let's request for departure. So KLM 271 requesting pushback and start at gate C13.
KLM 271 skiffle ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast. KLM 271. Yeah, let's get it going. Beacon light. Beacon light. Right on. Logo on. Why not? Have everything on at this point. And then request pushback and start. Oh, and probably the door also needs to be closed. That's a good one. Cabin crew can arm the doors now. That's a good idea as well. Let's we'll do that.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let's get this baby moving. This is me doing the slow movement, by the way. This is not just the lag. I just move my mouse kind of weirdly. God, the
Departure
8220
checks
is so
completed.
look at
Bypass
that.
pin inserted.
I don't know, there's just something about the narrowness of the plane that is really nice. I guess I also like the Air France livery, just in general.
Locking gear.
Okay. Then after pushback and start, we have to actually say that we want to go southeast, and then we get our taxi clearance. Yeah. Quite a nice day. I guess southeast is not really an option, but I'm happy to go south. Can make a big
Release
difference.
parking brakes, please.
It would, but I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Parking brakes should be released. Huh. Stubborn little bitch. Come on. There we are. Oh. There we are.
Commencing push. All engines
Oh, the
clear. Start
trimming
at will.
actually. Forgot to see how much trim we have to apply. We have to apply quite a bit of trim actually. Oh. Calm down. Damn, already scaring the shit out of me. Calm down, lady. Okay. Alright, let's start engine number 1. So we will have the ignition set, or engine number 2, sorry. We will have the ignition set to the right, and then have the engine start mode ground selected. And then the engine will start spooling up. Or should at least, alright. Pack should be off for that. We can build up some pressure. There we are. You can see N2 going. That's the inner rotor, I guess, or the inner fan of the engine spooling up. Once engine pressure, oil pressure is up, I can introduce fuel to the whole thing. Then I will do a very nice engine start. So starting engine 2, introducing fuel. Let's put the thrust levers to 0. I forgot to do that.
Please set parking brakes.
Okay, give me a second, still starting the engine. Okay, we got confirmation. Good engine start on engine 1, I would assume.
Waiting
So,
your confirmation for our good engine
Cockpit to
start.
ground. We have a good engine start.
that.
You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, and then we can start engine 2 once they are... Okay, let's just do it now, fuck it. Start engine 1, sorry. Let's start engine 1. And then you'll see the same play again, like the same game. And 2 starts up, oil pressure is building, and once you have enough oil pressure going, then you can introduce a little bit of fuel into the whole thing, and you will spool up the engine. Then you'll see that the N1 will also start to move. The N1 is the outerst, like, is the outerst fan blade.
Tow
Just
track
can't really see it
disconnected.
from here.
Bypass pin
Doesn't really
removed.
matter. Yeah.
Left is clear, right is clear.
Okay. We're good here? Okay, we can put the ignition back to 0, and then we can put both on continuous engine start mode. We are gonna turn on the packs again, turn off the APU bleed, and turn off the APU itself, and select power from the engines, because now the engines can provide thrust on their own. Very nice, very nice. Is on. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on decast, because why not? I don't think you're supposed to do it now because you're gonna annoy a bunch of planes, but definitely I'm gonna forget it, so let's just do it now. Let's also already select the flaps. I'm 271 requesting taxi clearance to the active. Now we're gonna taxi to the runway so we can take off.
KLM271, taxi to holding point Victor 4 runway 36 left via Alpha 5 Alpha Quebec, Bravo Zulu, Victor, Victor Echo, Victor Sierra, Victor 4 Alpha 11.
Oh, okay, we're going through 36 center, I see. It's gonna be a shorter trip, I guess, from here. KLM 271, taxi to runway 36 left via Alpha 5, Alpha Quebec, Bravo, Zulu, Victor, Victor, Echo, Victor Sierra, Victor 4, Alpha 11, and Victor 4 is our holding position. KLM 271. It's a lot of instructions.
Negative, taxi via Alpha 5, Alpha
Oh
Quebec,
God, it's
Bravo
gonna
Zulu, Victor, Victor Echo, Victor Sierra, Victor 4, Alpha 11.
Taxi to runway 36 left, taxi via Alpha 5, Alpha Quebec, Bravo, Zulu, Victor, Victor Echo, Victor Sierra, Victor 4, Alpha 11, and hold position at Victor 4. Wait, you taxi to Victor 4 and then you taxi to Alpha 11 and then you go to Victor 4 again? That's nonsensical instructions. Okay, I guess it's good. Alright, taxi lights on. That's about it. Let's get it going. So we're gonna do a little bit of a tour of the airport. If you have never been here, you're gonna get to see quite a lot of it. Because we're gonna go around it to get to the active runway. So, welcome to Amsterdam, I guess. Just make sure that I have the map pulled up here so I can taxi correctly to the runway. And I have quite a little bit of a sensitive... I forgot what these are called. But essentially the steering of the aircraft is quite sensitive on my end. So, it might look like I'm like swerving right, left and center quite a bit, but it's just how the steering for me works. I really forgot what they're called. They're not levers. Tillers. Yes, they move the front steering wheel. I mean, they're quite sensitive. Okay, so we're gonna go down Alpha here, and then we're gonna turn right to Quebec. Kind of like having your own little GPS, you know, for your car, but for an airport instead. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it's quite zigzaggy taxi lines. I don't know if they're called that. Someone drunk painted it for sure. The new gates right there. It's quite nice. It's quite modern as well. I really don't like when I have to take a bus here because I just feel like these are so convenient. You know, the stairs. You can just go down a bunch of stairs and then you're there instead of having to go through the... Oh. No, off the center here. I have to go down the stairs. It's way faster than having to take a bus to these planes right here. The little Embraers. Not a lot of flights with Embraers anymore, huh? Because of the situation in Iran. As far as I understand it, like KLM City Hopper and its subsidiary German Airways, or at least the KLM City Hopper, but the KLM subsidiary, seems to be... Let me hold for traffic here real quick. I feel like Tower should have let me know, but that's okay. Like the subsidiary of KLM, German Airways, is not flying as many flights anymore because of the oil shortages. So like, I think to Düsseldorf and to London they fly 6 times a day. Now they're gonna fly 3 times maybe. That's to reduce the amount of oil, kerosene used for those trips, because they will not have enough. Don't you love geopolitics? Quite a fun topic. Nice life you got there, well thank you. I'm quite enjoying myself. There's like a little tunnel under here that I always thought was very interesting. Just do a little roundabout down there, and then you can go down the tunnel here. Quite interesting. I think I'll reduce the quality of this because it's lagging a little bit. Let's have it on medium. Let's hope that fixes the issue. Oh yeah, that looks a lot smoother now. That's good. Although now the plane in front of me kind of looks like it is a cartoonish drawing. I cannot see the wheels on it. Oh well. There's so many like of these little lakes around here. I mean, obviously all over the Netherlands, water management is a real problem. Especially for a country that is mostly underwater. It's always very entertaining when you fly over. It's just these moats everywhere. Floodplains and whatnot. I mean, you really need them. They're incredibly vital. It's very interesting because you have entire like universities just dedicated, not entire universities, but the entire faculties dedicated just for water management. Because obviously you want people to like be experienced with water management when you are when you're a country that is so vulnerable to water. And you also have water boards, like actual councils you can vote on, just dedicated to managing the water. Like there's also specific water taxes. Yeah, that you have to pay for the water board. It's so much to do with water. Actually insane. Let's hope no one plows into us here. We'll be fine. We got the clearance to taxi V in here, so you never quite know. Remember one time I was flying through here and the pilot said something along the lines of, very sorry for the amount of taxi, like amount of time it takes to taxi to the runway. We promise you we're not driving to the destination. I thought that was really fucking funny. It does legitimately take so long to taxi through here. I should have started the chronometer just to check, but I think it's like 15 minutes or something easily that you have to spend taxiing through here to get to 36 left, the leftmost runway. And I mean, it's a video game, right? I could have just not gone there, but what's the fun in that?
All aircraft be advised, information Oscar now current. QNH 1021.
QNH 1021. Still good. Still my QNH here. I started to watch completely new topic. I started to watch The Pit. Like it's an HBO series about an ER in Pittsburgh, in a teaching hospital. So it's essentially where doctors get trained to become actual, you know, full doctors, I guess. Or they do their residencies. I guess that's what it's called. I'm not really a doctor. And I think it is very fucking cool. Like, it is a show that goes hour per hour over like a day in the ER. And every episode is just 1 hour. And it is really fucking entertaining. Like, especially the first season. The second season is kind of mad, but the first season is so good. Like, I did internship, I guess is the word for it, at the hospital for like 6 months-ish to be a nurse. Because before I had this like idea of becoming a doctor, which I'm glad I didn't do. And at the school that you could, like at my high school, you had to choose like a place to do an internship for 6 months, so I chose a hospital. And although I never really worked at the ER, the dynamics between people is so fucking accurate, it's insanely funny to me. Like, they definitely had someone that worked at an ER before just go through and tell people like what it is like and what the people there that work there tend to do. And it's The Pit. Like, if you have not watched The Pit, I definitely would recommend it. It's on HBO. Like, honestly, HBO, best series out there, just in general. In my opinion, at least, HBO just has the best series out there. Like, Band of Brothers, The Pit, Generation Kill. The Pacific was kinda meh. I'm a little sad that they didn't take over Masters of the Sky, or Masters of the Air, that's what they're called. The series is called, I guess. Kinda sad that they didn't take that over, but it was filmed like with the help of Spielberg and Tom Hanks anyway, so didn't really make that big of a difference. But it's really good. Like, HBO is just really fucking good. Although I'm really sad that, and I'm yappy, damn, I'm yappy. But I'm really sad that the HBO subscription and whatnot just became more expensive with time. Every fucking second month I feel like it's getting more expensive. And the split, like now the splitting, Netflix and HBO and Disney and what else? Fucking Hulu. Oh my god, there's so many subscription services. I guess Hulu is not really that big of a subscription service, but so many subscription services, and you have to keep paying. And like, my paycheck is not getting any bigger. I don't have one. I'm a student, but my paycheck is not getting any bigger. Yeah, I don't know. Inflation is such a fucking annoying thing. You know what I saw recently? I saw an ad on a bus stop with an advertisement of McDonald's saying, oh, our hamburger, the hamburger, not even the cheeseburger, our hamburger is $1.95. And that's an ad. $1.95? Like, fuck off. I'm not paying $1.95 for a burger. Like, I could make a burger myself for $1.95 and it would be much better than whatever McDonald's has to offer. I feel like they just kind of lost the meaning behind fast food, because I am paying like $9 for a fucking Big Mac and it is just not that good, and it's smaller every single fucking year. What's even funnier is that for the American cheese, for the hamburger, like if you want a cheeseburger, so it's literally just a hamburger with an American cheese, it's 55 cents more. For 55 cents more, I'm pretty sure I could get like a 10 pack of like American cheese slices and just slap it on top of the hamburger. Oh my god. I miss the days when McDonald's was cheap. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I've been to a McDonald's. Like, I don't know if you guys have that as well, where it's like you haven't really eaten out in places that you used to go to in your childhood. I mean,
KLM 271, contact Schiphol Tower 118.105. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Schiphol Tower at 118.105. KLM 271 heavy. Have a good day. Heavy? I'm not heavy. Used to flying heavy. KLM 271 heavy. KLM 271 holding short Victor 4.
KLM 271 Schiphol Tower, wind 310 degrees, 8 knots, runway 36 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Runway 36 left, KLM 271. So ready to say 271 heavy. Okay. But I don't know if you guys have that. Like, I'm 24, I'm not that old, but I remember when I used to be like a child. I used to go to McDonald's quite a bit, like not every day, but like I used to go a decent amount. And nowadays I just can't do that anymore. Like the thing is, I really like the McFish, right? I doubt it is actual real fish in there. I tasted the, oh my god, I went to America and I tasted the McFish, the McChicken, and it tasted exactly like the McFish, and that really concerned me. Like, I don't know what the fuck they put in their McChicken in America, but it is not chicken. I can tell you that much. Rotate to be this early, and I'm quite off the center of the runway. Beautiful start. Okay, positive rate. Good. Up. Nice.
KLM 271, contact Schiphol departure 119.055.
Contact Schiphol departure 119.155. KLM 271, have a good day. KLM 271 at flight level 020, climbing to 060.
KLM 271, Schiphol departure identified, climb to flight level 180.
Climb 180, KLM 271. Okay, climb to flight level 180, that's good. It's quite a lot of wind. I'm having to fight the plane a little bit here, but that's okay. It's gonna the fun of it, I guess. I'm out right there. Got all the pollution from Tata Steel. They did a cancer map, like a map of where there's most cancer, because a lot of the times the companies that were doing quite a lot of pollution, they did not accept actually that they were causing any type of pollution, and that was really causing problems for like people living around there. And eventually they did like doctors did a cancer map showing like, oh, these are the communities with the most amount of cancer per capita, and Imauda is just insane. I think it's not the most, but it is quite high. It's quite effective as a tool as well. How have you been? I have been fine. I've been actually really good. I've been quite busy studying, and I didn't actually expect to take my studies seriously at all. I thought I was just gonna coast through it, and that ended up not happening, I guess luckily. And I just haven't had the time to do streams or videos at all. Like the big problem for me is that I kind of got burned out of Ready or Not. Like, I don't know how much you know about my channel, but I kind of got burned out of Ready or Not, which is a game I used to play a lot, and it just felt like, okay, I could be dedicating more time to just my university or doing things outside of the internet, and I was using a lot of the time to make videos. Just, I don't know, didn't feel right. So I've been really good. Like, I'm very much at my healthiest I've been in a long time. I've not had much stress recently, which I used to have so much stress. I don't know. I've been good. I hope you have been good as well. Like, the last 2 years, the last maybe 4 years actually, last 6, Jesus Christ, time flies. The last 6 years have just been insane. I feel like to the majority of people. So I hope you have been keeping yourself healthy. Because at the end of the day, that's like the best you can do, right? Is just try to stay healthy and try to not lose your mind. That's at least what I've been trying to do. Okay, let's engage the autopilot. Let's turn off the landing lights and yes, these lights can go off as well. Not gonna release the passengers yet, but yeah. Flying over, I think that is Horn. We're flying over Horn soon. Let me check the map. Yeah, it's Horn. What a nice city. There's a lot of international architecture that gets like built, inspired in the Netherlands, ends up coming from Horn, from my understanding. So I guess it's a little bit of a factoid for people out there. Okay, going quite nicely. A lot of wind as well. You can see the plane struggling a little bit. But once we're higher up, it should be fine. Yeah. I don't know, there's just something about, going back to the conversation before I took off, there's just something about not being able to go to McDonald's anymore that is very sad for me. I mean, it's good for my health, my body appreciates not being able to go to McDonald's anymore, but when I think about it, there's a lot of items in there that I also like that I just don't feel like it would be worth it to go to McDonald's for. So, for example, I really like the McFish, right? Like I just enjoy the McFish. And I feel like paying $6 for that piece of shit is just not worth it. So I never go. But if it was cheaper, I would definitely buy like McFish from time to time. I don't know.
KLM 271, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175. Have a good afternoon.
Prohibitively expensive. Contact the center at 119.175 KLM 271. Have a good afternoon as well. KLM 271 passing flight level 160, climbing to 180.
KLM 271, Amsterdam radar identified. Climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, KLM 271. Let's just increase the
Amsterdam radar Beaufort
seating
94
for the
flight level
pressurization.
360.
Fun fact, I guess.
Amsterdam radar identified.
There's like this connection here, right? This kind of bridge between what is Friesland and North Holland. And this was already here like a long time ago. I think it was built around in the end of the 1800s, early 1900s, from what I understand. And when the Germans invaded in World War II, a lot of the Netherlands eventually fell, right? The whole idea of the defense of the Netherlands was that they were gonna defend the water lines, right? Because there's quite a lot of rivers in the Netherlands, and they will hold that until the Allies come to rescue them, kind of like World War I did, how Belgium acted, but with water lines, right? It has always worked. They have stopped the French in the past. The sure as shit should stop the Germans as well. Didn't really work. The Germans used like paratroopers, which kind of got wrecked, but paratroopers, use tanks, very much broke everywhere in the Netherlands. But this part here, it held. So I'm pretty sure there is either the bunker there, or the bunker now that we're passing behind the Scolium right there, that the Dutch managed to hold on until the surrender of the Netherlands. And if you go there, there's like a little memorial there as well, which is kind of cool to look at. Like, it's one of the few points that actually managed to stop the German advance, and it's not really hard to see why. Right? It's just the one straight line, and if you put a couple of guys there with an anti-tank, a couple of anti-tank rifles and an anti-tank gun, an AT gun, very easy to see how that could happen. Yeah. Around there's also one of my favorite city names or village names. It's Seksbirum. It's around that corner. I guess I could show it on Google Maps. You know what I should do? I want to try something here. Let's go. Oh. Go here. One of the back seats. Oh. Can I wiggle my way in? Does that work? There we are. Oh. There we are. Let's do it like this. And then if I try something incredibly silly. Hope you have a good life. It's quite finite, but yeah, I hope the same for you. I hope the same for everybody. It is only one chance you get, you know. Don't get to do much after that. I'm very jealous of people that actually believe in religion and all of that, because I wish I could have that. Okay, that's kind of fun. It's a kind of a fun idea. You can't read shit, right? But I doubt you can read anything. Let me see on my stream if I could read anything here. No fucking way. Oh well. It was an idea, you know? But yeah, around here there's a town that's called Seksbirum. And it has quite a big problem, because a lot of the plates of the city, like when you enter a city, you know, it will say, oh, this is this city, this is fucking Amsterdam or something. A lot of the times the plates in Seksbirum get stolen, and so they have to constantly replace them, because it's just such a fucking funny name. There's also in Texel, the island back there, a town that is called the Kokstorp, which just means the cooks, like the cooks village. But it's very fucking funny that you see the Kokstorp. Let me actually see if I can find it here. Tablet would have quite a good use if I can zoom in. Does it say Kokstorp? No, it doesn't. Ah, that's unfortunate. I'd love to show it. But you guys get the idea anyway. I can undo the seatbelts now. Okay, well, plane is taking sweet time to get up, but that's okay. Our top of descent is definitely not going to be there. let's already check how we are gonna descend. I guess the tower will actually tell us how to descend, but if I had to guess, it's gonna be runway 22 left, and then we're gonna do a right hook to get to the airport, to get to the runway. So essentially like this. I think that's what it's gonna be, but you never know for sure. In quiet times, it's always very good to put on music, I figured out. At least from my understanding. And what is better than lo-fi? If it actually loads. Oh, it's loading. Okay, there we are. Okay, I'll drink some water. My throat feels very, very, very scratchy. I'll be right back. Just enjoy the view, I guess. Let me reduce the sound here a little bit. And let's go to showcase. Alright, enjoy the view. What is there to enjoy, I guess? Let me try another fixed camera. There we are. Oh, probably the other side would be better. Yeah, there you are. Now you get to see the North Sea. Have fun with that. Okay. Sip of water always helps. Let's go back to the cockpit and technology handle. KLM 271, switch to Grumman radar 125.1 KLM 271. Respond to the nice man wanting me to contact the other radar. KLM 271 at flight level 370. Unable to speak. Hello. Contact Bremen radar at 125.1 KLM 271. If there's anyone around me. Oh, Bremen radar just said radar contact. Okay, I'm kind of silly. Okay, so there's a guy flying towards that direction. Should be visible. According to my neat chart. Oh no, he's at 6,000 feet. Okay, I definitely should not be able to see him. Should be approaching Denmark anytime soon. We might be able to see the German islands towards our right. We're gonna approach the German border with Denmark. Fly over that. Flensburg, Sonderborg, Nyborg. Then approach Copenhagen. Still unsure about our approach, which approach tower will want us to take, but let's take it one step at a time. Let's actually request a new flight level. KLM 271 request flight level change.
Aircraft calling for new altitude, Seekhousing.
KLM 271 requesting flight change.
KLM 271, I didn't get that altitude. Say again altitude.
Request flight level 390, KLM 271.
KLM 271, roger, climb to flight level 390.
That's definitely loud enough. I was just testing the sound a little bit. Climb to flight level 390, KLM 271. Okay, let's climb. Flight level change. Almost at our top of descent anyway, but game crash? No, my game didn't crash, okay. I always find it very confusing, like, in America, they apparently have a much worse Burger King. Whereas I think, like, the Burger King in Europe is, I mean, Europe, I say Europe, but the Burger King in the Netherlands and, like, Germany and France is really fucking good. And they also have, like, I wouldn't say they have cheap prices, but they do coupons really well. I remember for Christmas, I was looking at coupons for these like fast food places because I was like, well, maybe I get a very cheap dinner or something like that. That would be nice. I mean, junk food is good in moderation. But I was like, yeah, maybe I get a cheap dinner out of that. And the McDonald's coupons for Christmas, at least here in the Netherlands, were absolutely fucking terrible. Like, I remember one. Oh, fucking god. I remember one coupon that was like, if you buy a 20-piece chicken McNugget, just 20 McNuggets, for, mind you, like $10 or some shit like that, like legitimately 50 cents per nugget, we will give you 4 sauces instead of 3. And that was the discount code, like for the entire day, like 2 days before
Bremen
Christmas.
radar with Malta 41 Alpha Zulu, flight level 3.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? No, but like, Burger King does it much better, in my opinion, at least. Like, I know that you can get 2 Whoppers, 2 fries, 2 drinks for $13 at Burger King. And it will always be very tricky as well when you order stuff like that, because they'll always ask you what sauce do you want, because they will charge you for the sauce. No matter what sauce you buy, they will charge you for the sauce. And so if you say you want ketchup or something like that, instead of just saying no, they will charge you for it. And so, although you don't need the ketchup, although you don't need the mayonnaise, although you don't need the mustard, whatever it is, they will get you by asking, and would you like any sauce with that? Very, very sneaky beings is what I have to say to that. I should be able to see the German islands soon. It used to be populated by Frisians quite a bit, from what I know. I don't know how it looks like nowadays. I would imagine there's still some inspiration of Frisian, especially when I look here, Husum. Like words or city or village names that end with UM, from my understanding, tend to be very much Frisian. Or used to be at least Frisian. Like you have Husum, then you go here, you have like Borkum, which is an insane name by the way, Borkum. Then if you go around the coast here, you have like Sexpium, you have other city names that end with an that I forgot now. Like fucking Dokkum. Yeah, Dokkum is one as well. Bedum, Winzum, Gautum, Tsum. Pretty sure there's also just one called Tends to be very Frisian from my understanding of it. Hantum, Virum, I know that one as well.
KLM 271 Bremen radar, expect low 3 Delta, runway 30.
Turtle, what? Oh, turtle. Okay, expect approach total 3 Delta, runway 30. KLM 271. Yeah, let's input it in our little computer. So that is gonna be runway 30. It's not actually the runway I was expecting, but that's okay. And we go with total. That's gonna be our approach. And I assume that actually means that our top of descent, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit further up. Okay. Let's already get the frequency for the ILS there. We're gonna be passing over Malmo, so we get to see Malmo a little bit. That's kind of cool,
With
isn't
Malta
it?
41 Alpha Zulu, contact Bremen radar 119.825.
It's definitely not
Contact
us.
Bremen radar 119.825 with Malta 41 Alpha Zulu.
Is it me or do they sound a little bit Indian? I don't know. Definitely sound a little bit Indian to me. Not that I mind, but not what I would have expected out of a Malta airliner. Well, what the fuck do I know? Don't actually know what the mountain accent is. Maltese. I guess Maltese? That question is gonna haunt me for a while. I think these islands are the western end, right? Western end is further up. I know, actually, fun fact. Somewhere here, there's like a train line that was submerged because of the waters. I'm pretty sure, like somewhere around here, there used to be train tracks. And I think they're usable a couple of times in the year, but not always. Maybe this connection right here? Oh yeah, right here. I think that's it. It's kind of cool.
KLM 271 Tatlo 3 Delta runway 30. Report ready for descent.
Oh, my microphone is muted. Ha! Beautiful.
KLM 271 Tableau 3 Delta runway 30. Report ready for descent.
Star is gonna be total 3 Delta and runway. Arrival runway is gonna be runway 30 KLM 271. I'm gonna be very close to ready for descent in a little bit.
KLM 271 Tableau 3 Delta runway 30. Verify ready for descent.
Does it just want me to say ready for descent? Ready for descent, KLM 271. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. I don't know terminology.
KLM 271
Nope, that's definitely
Tableau
not
3 Delta runway 30.
Okay.
Verify ready for descent.
So you're supposed to say something here, right? You're supposed to say whatever. And it's gonna be? Oh, call when ready. That's what you're supposed to say. Call when ready. I'm ready for descent in a little bit. I can't wait. Call when ready. I need to remember that. Let's have the wipers on. Just for fun. Okay. We're gonna be descending into Copenhagen. We're gonna be getting on the approach until Soro. I think that's how you say that. I'm sure the Danish have a special way of saying it. And then we're gonna take a right here and pass by Malmo. Can't really see much of it, but a little bit. We're gonna be landing at runway 30. Gonna be quite the short taxiway. Probably already exit here, so or here. I'm gonna assume there's gonna be like medium braking. You probably already checked that. Performance tool, landing dispatch, landing out. So with runway 30, let's do auto brakes 2 and get the weather there. Okay, too much weight. By how much? Oh, just didn't have the weight at all. Okay, so I stop roughly here if I do auto brakes 2. Also do 40 flaps. Yeah, I stop a lot closer. Okay. Yeah. Auto brake 2 would be nice because then I stop roughly.
KLM 271 contact Copenhagen control 119.43.
Contact Contact Copenhagen Control at 119.43. Have a good day, KLM 271.
Negative Copenhagen Control on
If I speak too fast, the AI does
119.43.
not recognize it. Contact Copenhagen Control on 119.43. KLM 271. Have a good day. Copenhagen Control, KLM 271 at flight level 390, ready for descent.
KLM 271, Copenhagen Control,
Okay, that
identify.
has to be two different instructions.
KLM 271,
Oh, no, you can
descend to
already
flight
call
level
ready for descent as
120.
Descent to flight level 120, KLM 271. I can already start descending now. Why not? It's nice that you can like combine voice like instructions like ready for descent and whatnot. I quite like that. I didn't think that was going to be the case. Yeah. Alright, so from the right side we're gonna be able to see Mama. Very obsessed with that fucking place, apparently, but that's fine. Okay, descending quite nicely. You know, I don't get trends anymore. And that, like, what I mean by that is, like, I don't really get how trends even work in general. Like, okay, think about this. Every single day, you have something new popping up. But, like, from time to time you have something that sticks around, like say a fucking Labubu doing 6-7 and a McDonald's drive-thru. I have not heard of Labubus in so long now, and I feel like you could just not avoid them. Like, I don't use social media at all, but even I knew what a fucking Labubu is. But every single time you get something new, and I don't know where people get the money to afford shit like that. Like, I get that Labubus are like, what, 30 bucks? Like, if you have a full-time job, it's all good and well, but like, 30 bucks, you could have spent it on something that is more, you know, long-term beneficial, or at least more valuable. I'm not gonna tell anyone how to spend their money, but I feel like going to the cinema might be more fun than getting a fucking Labubu. And I see quite a lot of people get very high debts just to be able to afford these new trends. Like, I feel like what I don't get about these trends is kind of like the monetary aspect of it is so heavily ingrained or attached to it. It's not like dressing up with the newest fucking shirt or something like that, right? Because at least it's an article of clothing, and, you know, from time to time you want to look a little bit different. That's nice. At least that's my perspective of it, on it. But it is things that are just gonna become trash. Like, it is not things you're gonna look back in the past and go like, wow, I had very much fun with that. Let me use the fucking Hannah Montana shirt or whatever. I don't know why Hannah Montana was mentioned, but you know, it's something you can look fondly back in the past. A lot of these things are just like shit you're gonna throw in the trash anyway, and you're gonna have to buy something new because you are gonna want to be in the trend. And so many people take on debt for that. It's like these buy now pay later schemes that are popping up everywhere. I feel like it's so massively insane. Like, I used it once, and I guess kind of shamefully admitting that, but I used that once to take a holiday. So when I used to work as a software developer, at least as like you know, intern developer before I actually got the job of software developer, I was not really earning a lot, but I knew that I was gonna be earning like consistently, and I knew that in the future I would be able to afford more. But when I was around 18 or 19, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm working so much, right? Let me do something fun. And so I did the buy now pay later scheme for going to the United States, and like the hotel was paid with that and all of that, and I didn't really see any of the consequences of it because it was kind of nice. I got to, you know, save money on the hotel because I paid it earlier, like months in advance, and you get a very nice discount if you pay it months in advance. The flight was also cheaper and all of that, and if I had not used pay now, pay later by now, I would have lost a lot of money. Like, sure, there is interest on it, but it wasn't too prohibitively expensive, and in the long run I saved more money. And I still feel like I'm really dumb for doing that. Like, what if I had lost my job, or you know, I got sick or something like that? I just don't get how people spend it nowadays. How people can just do buy now, pay later for the most stupidest little things ever. It's not even something that is gonna be really cool, like a fucking holiday to a place you've never been before, and you know that it's not gonna be like the worst experience in your life. I don't know. I don't get money anymore. The ramblings of an old person. I don't get money anymore. Okay. Flying over Nyborg. That is Odense. I guess that's how you say that. I don't know for a fact, but I would imagine how you say that. I'm going to be approaching Lucas and then Core. I'm going to start our descent, our
Renault 41 Bravo, contact Polaris Control 118.55. Contact Polaris Control 118.55, Renault 41 Bravo.
Let's put this belt side on. Let's already get ready for the actual approach.
Copenhagen Control, Nordic 1939, flight level 340.
Nordic 1939, Copenhagen Control, identify.
So we said we're gonna use auto brake 2, so I'm really gonna do that. I'll use auto brake 2. Okay, very good. Okay, we're getting there, boys and girls and MBs. We're getting very close to Copenhagen. The nav is already set, I believe. Yeah, that's really good. 109.5. Here's the navigation frequency for runway 30 in Copenhagen, as far as I know. A little bit of drag to slow down the aircraft, but that's gonna be fine. It's gonna be nice and dandy, nice and slow. I see a future where my aircraft is nice and slow. Okay, probably enough drag, I would imagine. See if it gives me another notification that it needs more drag. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Landing lights will be on soon.
KLM 271, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1007, KLM 271. Oh, no, not 400, 4,000.
Red Nose
Okay.
4 Foxtrot uniform, contact Sweden control 118.0. Contact Sweden control 118.0, Red Nose 4 Foxtrot uniform.
Okay, 4000 QNH set. Seatbelt signs are on. Soon we're gonna have the landing lights go on together with all the other lights. I'm too lazy to do that. Yeah. Go around if I have to. Don't go around if I don't have to. That's the gist of it. Should be quite bad weather down there. Quite windy. Runway 30 has a... Oh, it's actually quite nice. It has a headwind of 20 knots, so it should stop the aircraft very well. But a crosswind of 9 knots. Not great, not terrible. Should be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky to maneuver, especially this part of the approach here is gonna be very windy against us. We're gonna be at a low altitude and low speed. That's not gonna be ideal. Oh, it looks like
Ryanair
a
99
fuel.
Delta Yankee,
Oh.
contact Sweden control 118.0.
Oh, I guess I will not be able to see if it was a tulip field.
control 118.0, Ryanair 99 Delta Yankee.
I'd have liked to see that. Okay, for this deceleration, drag required. Let's add some drag to this baby. Landing lights are gonna be on real soon. I don't think there's a tulip field. Still red. Nice and red. Right.
Breaker 930 Heavy, contact Copenhagen approach 118.455.
Contact Copenhagen, approach 118.455, Moonraker 930 Heavy.
Nice and stable, nice and calm. Landing lights can come on. And do all the other lights. Okay, nothing else to do really besides wait a little bit until we can actually land. All seems good so far. You can already see the bay. Nice.
KLM 271,
Let's see.
contact Copenhagen approach 118.455.
Contact Copenhagen approach 118.455 KLM 271. Have a good day. KLM 271 at flight level 090, descending to flight level 040. Have a good day, I guess. I don't fucking know what else I'm supposed to say that.
KLM 271 Copenhagen approach, QNH 1007, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30.
QNH is 1007. Expect radar vectors to land at ILS runway 30, KLM 271. I'm gonna take over already flying, so I get the feeling for the aircraft. It's gonna be very windy, so I want to make sure I can handle this baby when I'm getting down. Also, it's more fun to fly when it's windy anyway. So, let's do that. It is very windy. I can definitely feel that it's incredibly windy.
Spinnaker 796, contact Astrup Tower 121.83.
Over to Tower 121.83, Spinnaker 796, bye-bye.
Moonraker 930 Heavy, leave for heading 035, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30.
Leave for heading 035, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30, Moonraker 930 Heavy.
Moonraker 930 Heavy, turn left heading 040, vectors for the approach.
Turn left heading 040, Moonraker 930 Heavy.
Moonraker 930 Heavy, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1007.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1007, Moonraker 930 Heavy.
Moonraker 930 Heavy, 5 miles from Aussie. Turn left, heading 030, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 30.
Turn left, heading 030, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 30, Moonraker 930 Heavy.
Okay, sorry if I was paying attention. The guy in front of me is doing exactly the same thing I'm gonna do now, so I wanted to make sure that I already have everything set up. So from my understanding, he's gonna go to heading 035 and then to 040, and then that's also what I should then do probably. And then be established at 3,000 feet over runway 30. Runway 30. There we go. I'm sorry if it was a little bit silent there. Or it was a little bit more entertaining without all the noise that comes with me talking. Okay, we need to be below 4,000 feet. Make sure we hit that. Or 4,000 or below, I guess. We're aiming for 4,000, so got a little bit of drag to this. Soon I'm also going to turn off the auto throttle. Kind of just because I want to. No real reason for it. We're definitely going to hit the 4,000 or below when we get to the next waypoint. And it's clearing up.
KLM 271, leave Copa heading 030, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30.
Leave Copo at heading 030, KLM 271, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30. Okay, so we need to hit this waypoint and then we need to turn to heading
KLM
030.
271, turn left, heading 045, vectors for the approach.
Turn left heading 045, KLM 271, expect vectors for approach. Okay, do that. It's a little bit more.
KLM 271, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descent to 3,000 feet, KLM 271. Ah, never mind. I actually had a different picture of it. I thought the runway was further like up here. But
KLM 271, 5 miles from Aussie, turn left, heading 020, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 30.
Okay, turn left, heading 020, maintain 3,000 feet, and I'm cleared for approach for runway 30 for ILS 30, KLM 271. That was quite a complicated message.
930 heavy, contact Castrop Tower 121.83.
Okay, there should be Malmo.
Over to tower 121.83, Moonraker 930 heavy.
KLM 271, descend to 3,000 feet, minimum approach speed.
Descent to 3,000 feet, minimum approach speed, KLM 271. Let's already reduce our speed then. Okay, and then now we can turn left towards the runway. I'm supposed to be going down. I'm not really doing a good job at it. What a nice place there. I want to go to Malmo one day. Like, a lot of people say it's a shithole, but I wouldn't say it is. Not that I've been there, but there's some cool stuff around it as well. Now there's a starfort around Malmo, I think to the right of the airport. Like, to that side. So, yeah. Okay. Let's go there, and then once we are at CI 130, the waypoint there, then we're gonna...
Copenhagen approach, Province 1214, good afternoon, flight level 104, we have Juliet.
Holy German accent.
Province 1214, Copenhagen approach, good afternoon, QNH 1007, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30.
QNH 1007, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30, Province 1214.
Okay, disengage the auto throttle. Let's sure we're gonna be nice and straight onto the runway. Quite a lot of headwind. I like that.
Contact Castrop Tower 121.83.
Contact Castrop Tower 121.83, KLM 271. Have a good day. KLM 271 holding flight level 030, approaching runway 30, KLM 271.
KLM 271, Castrop Tower, continue.
Continue, KLM 271. Although this does not seem to be right. Alright, because, let's see, approach. See if we can establish ourselves. Let me just double check that that was also the right frequency. Oh, 108. Shit. 108. 9. That was on the wrong navigation frequency. Okay. Let's do approach again. See if that works this time. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Might have to go around. Might have to go around. Oh. Still feel like I'm too high, but part of it is established. No, I think we're too high. I think we need to go around.
Moonraker 930
Oh, what
heavy.
an unfortunate
Exit
circumstances.
next
I was on the
available
wrong
taxiway.
navigation.
Exit next available taxiway,
Frequency.
Moonraker 930 heavy.
Okay, what's the going around procedure here? I just go straight. Okay. Well, that's very unfortunate. I did not enjoy that. KLM 271 going around.
KLM 271, you're already on approach. Unable.
What do you mean? I need to go around.
Moonraker 930 heavy. Monitor ground 121.63.
Ground 121.63, Moonraker 930 heavy.
Oh, I'm definitely busting the altitude.
KLM 271, wind 280 degrees, 22 knots, gusting 32 knots, runway 30, clear to land.
I guess he needs to give me the instructions to land and then I can say going around. Clear to run runway 30 KLM 271. There's no way in hell I would have made a good landing on there. KLM 271 go around. There's no way I would have done a very clean landing there. What is the header again? I was all out of place. It has been so long since I last flew the 737. Okay, why is the course not changing? Hello? Oh. No, that was not it. That's not it. This changes, this changes. Why do you not change? Ah, there you go. Guess it was engaged. Oh, I'm also losing altitude. I'm supposed to do that. All over the place here. KLM 271, go around.
Aircraft declaring go around Seekhalsing.
KLM 271.
KLM 271, go around. Fly runway centerline, maintain 3,000 feet.
Fly runway heading, climb to 3,000 feet, KLM 271.
KLM 271, contact Copenhagen approach 118.455.
Contact approach 118.455, see you soon. KLM 271. Forgot to say the call sign.
Negative Copenhagen approach on 118.455.
Contact Copenhagen approach on 118.455. Have a good day. Again, forgot the call sign. KLM 271 at flight level 026, climbing to 030.
Province 1214, leave Hoffa heading 210, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30.
Lee Hoffa heading 210, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30, Broadens 1214.
Province 1214, turn right, heading 205 vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 205, Broadens 1214.
KLM 271, welcome back. Continue.
Continue, KLM 271.
Rollins 1214, 5 miles from Aussie, turn right, heading 210, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 30.
Turn right, heading 210, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 30, Rollins 1214.
I wasn't really following the heading, I just noticed. So much you have to pay attention to. Ah, that's Copenhagen right there. It's quite beautiful, isn't it?
KLM 271, turn left, heading 205.
Turn left, heading 205, KLM 271. 205. Make sure we don't bust altitude. Quite fun to fly it manually, like, obviously I'm making a lot of mistakes, but I'm enjoying it.
KLM 271, turn left, heading 120. Expect further clearance in about 26 miles.
Turn left, heading 120, KLM 271. It's head that way. So make sure our bank angle is not too steep or too high. Whatever the fuck I'm supposed to call it. Make sure it's not that. Okay, so in around 26 miles I'll get further instructions on where to go. Well, that should be a while away. 26 miles is very far away, but it's okay. Again, I'm busting the speed. Keep busting the speed. That's the airport right there. And the altitude. Kind of the altitude is what I meant. I'm sure I'm busting the speed as well. But fuck it. Can't control everything, can you? Elevator music would be really nice about now. Okay, so course, let's double check everything. Course is correct, 29er. And the frequency is 1809er. That will this time work better, I hope. Problem I had last time is that I didn't really set the course right and I didn't set the localizer right, so I just had the wrong localizer and the wrong course that I had to follow, and obviously I was going to be too high then. One of the first times I actually had to do a go around. Very interestingly enough. Because I'm distracted. drunk driving, distracted driving. Not the best combination. Yeah, imagine I'm gonna be turning left here soon. And then I'll be able to align with the runway quite nicely.
Rollins 1214, contact Castrop Tower 121.83.
Over to Tower 121.83, Province 1214, bye-bye.
Okay, any day now. Any day I'll turn in left. Turning towards this beautiful little place. Oh, there's a little sluice, I'm guessing a little canal actually. There's a little canal here. That's kind of cool. Not what I meant, but that's okay. Okay, give me new vectors, please. Little computer. I'd very much like to turn left now. Guess it's punished me for going around. Okay, let's remind it that I'm here. KLM271 wind check. Maybe that will wake up the computer?
Wind 280 degrees, 22 knots, gusting 32 knots.
Okay. That's good.
KLM 271,
there we go.
heading 040.
Turn left heading 040. Oh, I'm going to say KLM 271.
Negative, turn left, heading 040.
Turn left KLM 271 heading 040.
Negative, turn left, heading 040.
Oh my god. Turn left heading 040 KLM 271. Did it work now? Ah, now it worked. Very good.
KLM 271, 8 miles from Ozid, turn left, heading 325, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 30.
Okay, turn left heading 325. Maintain 3,000 feet and I'm cleared for approach ILS runway 30. KLM 271. Again, forgot the call sign. Okay, connection lost. Could I please get connected back? Thank you. Thank you, little computer. Okay, I can see beautiful localizer thingies. Thank you for connecting me back, video game. Okay, so I'm clear to approach, so I'm gonna guess that I don't need further vectors. Though assuming things is very bad, but I'm gonna assume it this time. Just hope I'm right. Not like there's any consequences, but I would like to do it right, if at all possible. And 3,000 feet. We are getting there. A bit more to the right.
Danish 43 kilo, leave off for heading 210, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30.
Leave off for heading 210, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 30, Danish 43 kilo.
Danish 43 kilo, turn right, heading 200, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 200, Danish 43 kilo.
You can see the
Danish
runway
43
from here.
kilo, 5 miles from Aussie, turn right, heading 210, maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course, cleared ILS runway 30.
Turn right, heading 210, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 30, Danish 43 kilo.
On the right hand side you can see the beautiful bridge that connects Malmo with Copenhagen, and you can see Malmo again for the 10,000th time. I've said the name of the city more times than I've said any other city in like my entire life. So many times I've said Malmo. Okay, we are getting to the localizer though. We can soon report established.
KLM 271, contact Castrop Tower 121.83.
Contact tower at 121.83, KLM 271. KLM 271 at flight level 030. It's a lie, but that's okay.
KLM
It's a white lie.
271, Castrop Tower, continue.
KLM 271, continue. It's already report established as well. KLM 271 established.
KLM 271, affirmative.
Okay, that's good. Let's try to not get too far away from the localizers. That should not be an issue. Engage approach mode. Approach mode did not do what I wanted. Oh shit. Why is it doing it again? Yeah, I guess we go old school. Can I see the poppy lights? Not really. Happy to keep going down for now. Still don't see the poppy lights.
Rollins 1214, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Rollins 1214.
Okay, I'm descending too fast. Stop that a little bit. See if I somehow can get back the localizer. I can't. Oh well.
KLM 271, wind 280 degrees, 22 knots, gusting 32 knots, runway 30, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 30, KLM 271. Okay, a little bit more to the right. 1000, I'm good. Happy to continue here. My gear is down, and flaps are nice. Very professional way to say that, I guess. Okay. Keep going. Keep going, baby. 30 degrees headwind. That is... Phew. At this point I don't even need auto brake. I still don't see the puppy lights though. That's
500.
definitely a little bit too low. 32 degrees headwind. Phew. Knots, not degrees. Knots.
Approaching minimums.
Okay. Soon at minimums.
Minimums.
Continue. Happy to continue at least. Not too low.
100.
Stretch not descend too much. Okay, good again. $50. 40. 30. 20. 10. It was quite the rough landing. That's okay. I can live with that. Okay, reverse thrust was on, but didn't really need it anyway.
KLM 271, exit next available taxiway.
Let's exit next one actually. Fuck it. I can exit here. Let's exit here. Okay. Oh, never mind. Should not have exit here. That's quite embarrassing.
KLM 271, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available. KLM 271. Okay. Slide on. Strobes off.
KLM 271, contact ground 121.63.
Let's get past these guys. Contact ground on 121.63 KLM 271. Have a good day. So our gate is 820. KLM 271 requesting taxi to the gate.
KLM 271, welcome to Castor. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
KLM 271, taxi instructions to gate 820, please.
KLM 271, gate 820 doesn't exist at Castor.
820.
Please select another.
KLM 271, gate A is an Alpha 20 KLM 271.
KLM 271, gate 2 Alpha doesn't exist at Kastrup Airport. Would you like to select another?
KLM 271, gate Alpha 20, please.
KLM 271,
There we
taxi
are.
to stand Alpha 20 via Bravo Zulu Papa Yankee Bravo Yankee Alpha Zulu Lima Juliet.
Oh, it's a stand. Nah, actually, I would like an actual gate. Maybe something like... KLM 271, taxi to gate A, Alpha 20 via Bravo Zulu, Papa Yankee Bravo Yankee Alpha Zulu, Lima Juliet, KLM 271. We're not gonna actually go there. We're gonna go somewhere else. We are gonna go to gate Charlie. Actually, no, fuck it. I do want to go to gate Alpha 20. Why should I get to decide everything, right? Ah, it's boring. Spice of life, you know? Sometimes you try some different stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go left here on Bravo. So let's follow Bravo. Then we're gonna go to Zulu. I'm gonna try to do this without the map. Might as well, right? Okay, APU is nice and on. A little bit, I guess. Let's just wait for it to go on. Okay, so we need to go to Zulu. Okay, continue here for... I'm in Yankee now? Yankee Doodle. Oh no, we're in Zulu. Okay, good. Zulu. Alright, until we turn at Papa. Okay, let's wait for Papa. Oh, I see Papa is the next one, I guess. If I can read this correctly. Okay, a lot of times cannot. Okay, this says not Papa. I don't know how to read signs. It definitely was before. Oh well, we're gonna find our own taxi route there. How damaging is that really? All the poor people in my flight. Okay. Turn right. Then we turn left. To Alpha 20. Where the fuck is Alpha 20? Ah, there is Alpha 20. Okay, shutting down engine number 2, or engine number 1 actually. Okay, let's slow down. Turn off the taxi light as well. Don't want to blind anyone. Oh, too early. Okay, let's get off the engines. Turnkey brake is on. Use APU power. And engines are off. This is nice. Engine starters are also off. Okay, seems like all is good. Do ground power. Put on the chocks. Okay, soon should have the ground power. Ground power available. Turn off the APU. And that was a flight. That sure was a flight. definitely don't think you're supposed to park here, but that's okay. Who's gonna complain, right? Am I right? Let's get the jetway connected. And let's be happy that we had a very good flight. Oh, that was fun. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you everyone that watched it. And I'll see you some other time. Trying probably to land somewhere else. Okay. Anyway. Bye-bye.